In the late Miocene, East Africa is a quilt of red slopes and patchy woodland. Resources shift with season and elevation. Herds trace safe contours toward moisture. Predators read the same lines from cover. For a small, early hominin, Orrorin, every hour is a calculation. Move, choose, and risk. Between shade and open ground. Between fruiting trees and the eyes that watch them. Dryness tightens the soil where fallen fruit draws insects. In the shade, an ambush cat waits, saving energy for a single burst. Crossing open ground exposes small bodies to speed and claw. Yet brief upright steps free the hands to carry food and to balance. Each straightened stride buys distance and time, advantages paid for with visibility. From above, raptors patrol the clearings and alarm calls cascade across the canopy. Curved digits and long forelimbs keep these primates ready for branches, where roots connect shade to shade. But dead wood snaps without warning. On the ground below, large herbivores flatten brush toward water, and their movement becomes a map others can borrow. Fire scars the hills after lightning, drawing grazers to tender regrowth days later. Water, meanwhile, concentrates life and traps it. The safest drink lies not at depth, but in damp soil at the margin where eyes can scan. Wind veers, smoke thickens then thins. Storm and flame often share a ridge, redrawing paths by the hour. Erosion has carved steep gullies into ladders of holds and hazards. Cooperation, hands to wrists, hips pressed to clay, turns a fall into a controlled descent. Competition at a fruiting tree can be avoided with patience. Conflict costs energy. As dusk gathers and smoke smears the skyline, the night's plan forms. Climb, watch the wind, and remember. Darkness brings safety in elevation. Scavengers quarter the ground by scent, while bodies on branches steady their breathing and build a mental map of shapes. The next grove, the shallow gully, the safest descent. A stray ember tests the leaf litter below. The plan hardens. Move early, move upwind, and cross fast before heat and predators converge. Act 2 begins on the ground. Intermittent upright bursts stitch together patches of cover, while browsers sweep the flats toward last night's moisture. An ambush cat shifts calculation with every stare. Smoke stings eyes and throat. A narrow animal trail trades speed for concealment. Gullies fragment the hills yet offer holds. Alarms from other primates point danger across the open. Rain arrives, first as sheets over clay, then as a pulse surging through channels. Short, upright stands lift bellies above muddy flow. Grasped roots convert slick slopes into planned sequences. Debris jams raise water in seconds. A rock bench gives temporary height, and when the pulse passes, a new scent map emerges, smoke fading, damp soil rising. With rain come termite flights, dense, easy protein. Hands and timing suffice before birds and ants join the rush. Temporary streams lure crocodiles into fresh corridors. Clear, shallow edges are the only safe line. Hydration is taken in quick sips. eyes fixed on bends where predators wait below the surface. A solitary fruit tree in the open promises fast calories at maximum exposure. The approach is upwind and fast, each upright stride buying sight lines. Ambush waits at the shortest path, and the chase favors the hunter on flat ground until substrate changes. Fractured basalt breaks momentum. Small bodies climb uneven ledges where a heavy cat must slow or stop. Slick rock turns mass into a penalty. Rockfall warns against haste, and patience preserves skin and bone. Noise from larger foragers pulls the predator away. Through narrow fissures, bodies turn sideways, building a memory of corners and holds. On the plateau, food and calm return. Mud cools shallow cuts while smoke stitches fresh burns across dry flanks below. Hooves trace a wide arc upwind of smoke, marking a safer contour. Ridge travel links brief upright bursts with cover. Free hands carry food and balance in gusts. A fallen trunk offers a narrow crossing above a dangerous bend. Shelter under a shallow overhang buys time, not certainty. Wind can pivot, and plans must pivot with it. The fire front drops and crawls, pushed by shifting air. Damp ground will stop it, if reached in time. Shadowing giants toward wet soils flattens brush and guides direction without contact. A slip on a wet trunk becomes a fall without a grip. A captured wrist turns panic into progress. Cool valley air gathers, but so do ancient ambushes. In the valley, calm returns first as stranded insects on shallow pools. Quick protein helps rebuild energy. A heavy stalk signals both food and caution. Crocodiles reclaim new pools, and the margin remains the safe line. Intermittent upright steps connect islands of firm ground through mud. Short feeds under dripping leaves prepare muscles for the climb. As clouds thin, visibility improves. Grazers return to burn scars, and their arc upwind of smoke again draws a safer route. Leaving the valley, natural ledges promise height and branches before night. Each sequence of holds teaches the young where force and balance meet. From above, the day's geography arranges itself: burn, flood, and refuge. Shared food seals the climb. With bellies filled, vigilance softens but never disappears. Night returns them to branches where cool air and darkness shrink the reach of prowling ground. At first light, yesterday's footprints are checked and renewed, the same logic applied to new footing as mud dries and firm patches shift. In this land of red slopes and patchy wood, movement is strategy. Intermittent bipedal steps chosen by slope, wind, and season. Free hands to carry and to balance while minimizing exposure. Memory binds fire scars, gullies, and groves into tomorrow's map. Step by step, these small bodies cross to the next patch of shade and toward the future their gait will shape.